This is Fashion Fridays. Every Friday we present you with a fashion icon or topic. Today we're looking at 15 things you didn't know about Bulgari. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers! Today we're revealing some interesting and surprising facts about Bulgari, a designer of luxury jewelry and accessories. Bulgari is an Italian designer, well known for their leather goods, watches, jewelry, and accessories. Although it was founded as just a single jewelry store, it's now part of the LVMH luxury empire and contributes to up to $50 billion in annual revenues. Over the years, Bulgari has grown and expanded, and has even had some notable collaborations with companies such as Luxottica and Marriott International. They have created iconic pieces for many well-known figures, including Elizabeth Taylor, Ingrid Bergman, and Frank Sinatra. Bulgari is now an international brand with stores all over the world. They've been around for over 130 years and show no signs of slowing down. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. With all that said, it's now time to take a closer look at this well-established luxury fashion brand with the 15 things you didn't know about Bulgari. Let's get started. Number 1. Bulgari, an Italian design house, was actually started by a Greek man. Bulgari was founded by Sotirios Vulgaris. He was a Greek immigrant who landed in Italy in 1880. When he came to Rome, he took any job he could get working with metal, as he came from a long line of Greek silversmiths. After a few years, he decided to open up his own shop. In 1884, he opened Bulgari, named after the Italianized version of his last name. He started designing pieces based on his mesh of Italian and Greek cultures. Sotirio passed away in 1932 and left the business to his sons, Giorgio and Constantino. Number 2. Bulgari has become a trendsetter in the international jewelry market. Bulgari closely identified trends in the jewelry market and was able to grow into one of the largest international jewelers in the world. The family has designed their lines with a keen eye on emerging trends and styles. Bulgari was at the forefront of jewelry design and was able to capitalize on their insights. Number 3. Bulgari makes wine in addition to jewelry. In 2011, 2 members of the Bulgari family decided to start making wine. They named their wine Ponder Nuovo, which was the name of the estate in Italy on which they made their wines. You wouldn't even know it was a Bulgari product unless you knew to look for the inconspicuous Bulgari stamp on the bottles. They even named one of their wines for Bulgari's founder, Sotirio. Number 4. Bulgari introduced their first flagship store, Via Condotti, in 1905. Bulgari had been making jewelry for 20 years before they finally opened their first flagship store called Via Condotti. Their store originally sold silver pieces with a floral motif. Their first designs borrowed from Byzantine and Islamic art, and they eventually moved on to designs inspired by Parisian fashion. Also, in World War II, their designs focused more on gold, as gems were very hard to come by. Number 5. The Bulgari 2-stone diamond ring is worth $15.7 million. Bulgari has a piece on the list of the top 10 most expensive pieces of jewelry in the world. The 2-stone diamond ring by Bulgari is set with a triangular cut blue diamond that weighs in at 10.95 carats. It has a baguette cut diamond half hoop that's mounted in gold. It dates back to 1972 and comes in the original black Bulgari box. The second diamond on this ring comes in at 9.87 carats, so this diamond ring has a total of over 20 carats altogether. Number 6. Bulgari experienced a lot of blowback for its merger with LVMH back in 2011. In 2011, the CEO of Bulgari, Francesco Trapani, decided to merge with the French company Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy in a $2.2 billion deal. Trapani's compatriots were very upset he sold the family jewels to the French. Trapani said he had tried to get his partners to innovate their designs to compete with the global market, but they just refused to listen to him. He said he did the best thing for the company and they're just jealous. The industry ended up agreeing with Trapani and said it was one of their best mergers the jewelry industry could hope for. Number 7. In 1986, members of Bulgari in New York pled guilty to tax evasion. A handful of Bulgari executives were charged with tax evasion in 1986 for helping Bulgari customers avoid personal tax liabilities. The jewelry salon itself, along with 2 of its executives, pled guilty and agreed to pay over $2 million in fines. At the time, this was the second largest fine ever assessed for a tax evading scheme based on a sales tax scheme. The charges involved purchases by 101 different customers, including Donald Trump, Frank Sinatra, and Mary Tyler Moore, with sales ranging from $240 all the way up to $130,000. Number 8. Similarly, 2 Bulgari brothers were charged with tax evasion in Rome in May 2015. Brothers Niccolò and Paolo Bulgari were ordered to stand trial along with 11 other men in a tax evasion case in Rome, Italy, back in 2015. The charges stated that the brothers had evaded paying taxes from 2006 to 2010, leading up to the merger with LVMH. The charges claim that Bulgari was using a company in Ireland to take advantage of lower corporate tax levels. The brothers denied wrongdoing and said there was no fraud involved. A total of $64 million worth of real estate and company assets were seized in the process. The brothers later settled for $78.6 million. Number 9. Bulgari funded the renovation of the Spanish Steps in 2015. Back in 2015, historians and preservationists were concerned about the condition of the Spanish Steps in Rome. The steps are one of the most visited and highest traffic areas for tourists in Rome. Bulgari's flagship store in Rome actually sits at the base of the steps, and Bulgari donated $1.7 million to restore the ancient attraction. It took over 80 craftsmen and 10 months to complete the project. Number 10. Bulgari's merger was meant to challenge leading diamond company Cartier. Richest, the company that owns Cartier, had the diamond market sewn up tight. That is, until LVMH bought Bulgari. Now there's a new rivalry between the 2 companies to see which one will come out on top of the diamond market. The 2 companies have opposing styles and are now run by 2 totally different types of leaders. We talk much more about Bulgari's arrival in our video, The 15 Things You Didn't Know About Cartier. Click in the top right corner to check it out. Number 11. In 2017, Bulgari's New York location was renovated to look like Emerald City. In 2017, Bulgari decided to renovate its corner location in Manhattan. It had been there since 1921. They hired a designer named Peter Marino to renovate the store in a theme known as La Dolce Vita. They wanted the store to resemble the Emerald City seen in The Wizard of Oz. This refacing was meant to give the store a refreshing makeover and attract a new generation of loyal customers. The remodeling coincided with the 130th anniversary of the brand. Number 12. Bulgari partnered with RitzCarlton to open luxury hotels starting in 2017. Back in 2016, Bulgari started construction on a line of luxury hotels starting in Beijing, Dubai, and Shanghai. The hotels share the same luxury and elegance of Bulgari jewelry. Called the Jewel of the Necklace, Bulgari hotels are outfitted with the brown hues of the Bulgari line. The hotels manage to bring Italian style and culture to an Asian world. Number 13. Bulgari supports the Save the Children Fund. Beginning in 2009, Bulgari started donating to the Save the Children Fund. They have donated over $27 million to the fund so far. In 2016, Bulgari started a new campaign called the Raise Your Hand campaign. It designs jewelry specifically to be sold with the fund in mind and has partnered up with celebrities to support the cause. In fact, since 2016, over $50 million has been raised to help improve the lives of children all over the world. Number 14. Bulgari is the choice jeweler for many famous celebrities. Celebrities have come to love Bulgari jewelry, and many famous celebrities have worn their pieces. Elizabeth Taylor, Audrey Hepburn, and Princess Grace of Monaco were all avid collectors. More recently, actresses like Naomi Watts and Uma Thurman have been seen donning Bulgari pieces on the red carpet. Number 15. Bulgari managed to bridge the gap between fine jewelry and watchmaking. Over the last 20 years, Bulgari has changed the way people look at watches. Rather than just make watches that everyone can afford, Bulgari decided to change the way they approached watchmaking. They actually chose to triple their price point in order to bring their watchmaking to a whole new level. Bulgari watches are now on par with their jewelry lines for clientele and price. And there you have it, Aluxers, some interesting lesser-known facts about Bulgari. Now that you've learned some more about the brand, we would love to know, how much would you pay to wear the 2-stone diamond for one day? Let us know what you think in the comments. Still here, huh? Of course you are. And as a reward, here's your bonus. Number 16. Bulgari's CEO and his wife hid Jewish people during the raids in World War II. During World War II, Constantino Bulgari, the CEO of Bulgari at the time, and his wife hid 3 Jewish women in their family home. They were protecting them from the Nazi raids in Rome in October of 1943. In 2003, for their bravery and heroism, the Bulgari family received the title of Richest among the nations in Jerusalem. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.